Dear students, in my previous video we have seen that there were three components of economic reforms: liberalization, privatization and globalization. So today first of all let us discuss about the very first component, that is liberalization. Let's have a look at the meaning of liberalization. Liberalization means increase in the freedom of private enterprise by allowing greater play of market forces and reduce interference by the state, in a way relaxing policy restrictions imposed on economic activity. See, liberalization basically it comes from the word liberal. That means in liberalization now the private enterprises were allowed a greater freedom, and also the market forces, that means demand and supply, would play a greater role in taking decisions, as well as the interferences by the government in the economic activities would be reduced, and for this necessary changes were made in the policies by the government. Now, talking about the process of liberalization in India, first one was MRTP Act was replaced by Competition Act. So MRTP Act, that was Monopolies and Restrictive Trade Practices Act, this was replaced by Competition Act, so that the unhealthy competitions among the enterprises may be reduced and the consumers may have more choice. Next one was FERA was replaced by FEMA. So that means FERA, that was Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, was replaced by FEMA, that was Foreign Exchange Management Act. This act now was allowed to manage foreign exchange earnings and transactions instead of regulating those as earlier. Next one was major changes were made in the industrial policy. One of the major changes was that now many sectors or areas which were initially reserved for investment only by the public sectors were now opened up for investment by the private sector, and now only three sectors are reserved for public sector, namely atomic energy, minerals related to atomic energy and railways. Also, a change was made in the definition of small scale units, so that now investment limit in this small scale units may be increased, and due to higher investment a small scale unit can also adopt modernization. Next one was, in many sectors automatic licensing route was introduced. So automatic licensing route was introduced for investment by foreign companies in India. That means now in many sectors 100% foreign direct investment was allowed. Lastly, besides relaxations in the industrial policy, relaxation in import export rules were announced. Now foreign exchange was allowed to be converted at market rates. Also, the expenditure on subsidies was attempted to be reduced by the government as a part of fiscal policy changes. Thank you, students.